Hey, we're pretty lucky. We've got Anne on the phone, and she headed up the Iranian Film Festival, which is all finished up for this year, but we're really eager to know how it turned out and, what it was like to have an Iranian Film Festival here in Brisbane. G'day, Anne. How are you?
Hi, Rob. How are you?
I'm really, really good, and quite looking forward to hearing all about how your festival went. Can you just give us a quick overview what the festival was about and where it was held and so forth, and then I'll ask you some more questions.
Absolutely. Well, it's the Iranian Film Festival Australia. It was held at the Powerhouse last weekend, and we had a very exciting time. It's actually a national festival, and as we speak, they're coming out of the opening night film in Melbourne, which is where I am now. But Brisbane ran really, really well. We had a lot of people there, and people really enjoyed the films. It's a festival for both Iranians and non-Iranians, and that's really the point of it, that people can meet in this kind of environment, see the films, and have some dialogue.
Now, the Iranian film industry, to my knowledge, which is very limited, has started to really blossom in the last 3 or 4 years. A lot of times I hear of these films from Iran coming out, and from that whole Middle East area. What is the film industry like actually in Iran, do you know?
Well, yes, I go there every year. I've been there for about the last 12 years each year, and actually going to film festivals. Actually, it had a period of flowering a little bit earlier, around about 2000, and then it dropped off, and you're right, it has just come back as an industry that people internationally are really looking at. Of course, last year we had this year we had the Best Foreign Language Film was an Oscar winner, was an Iranian film, and in fact we screened that last year at our very first Iranian Film Festival. So the films are really being looked at internationally as something quite special, and they're really delivering. I mean, for international audiences, people are really enjoying them.
I mean, apart from the quality in the storyline, why do you think that is?
I think that Iranian films they're very humanitarian, so you don't find a lot of violence or sex. You find very human kinds of themes that people can relate to. They're very gentle very often, and they just tell good stories that we can relate to. I think A Separation, the film that won the Oscar last year, was something that was both very specifically Iranian, so we get an insight into Iranian life, and a universal story that we can all relate to.
I watch a fair bit of Asian cinema myself, and I know that in a lot of the films, apart from the more general action films, that they do have that really gentle style, and the holding on a picture for a little bit longer while we watch the flag wave in the wind and stuff like that. And the stuff I've seen of the Iranian stuff too, I find that a little bit similar. Am I wrong for saying that, or?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think that Iran considers itself to be in that kind of vein. I mean, Asian cinema, I think, generally is considered to have more spiritual kinds of values than many Western films. You're right. The pacing is often a lot slower, which allows you to think and to gently kind of insert yourself into what's happening. And I think it's just a really kind of slightly different for us than for Hollywood films, so it's really interesting for us to watch them.
Important cinema to have, any foreign cinema, I think, but definitely parts of cinema that we haven't actually seen a lot of before, like the Iranian films.
Yeah, well, I think the point about Iran, of course, is that it's a country that we know very little about in Australia. It's a country that we hear a lot of bad things about in the media. And I think it's really important for us to remember that there's a difference between the government and the people. We might not be approving of what the government does, but the people are just the same as we are. And I think that's one of the things that the films bring home to us.
Oh, excellent. I mean, that is very much an important thing. I think in any culture, that whole political backlash that some places get. Even America itself gets that same backlash with some of the political statements they make. But then you can go and watch such a gentle film and such a loving film when you see the people in it and really feel like you can connect and find, hang on, we're all just the same.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the whole power of cinema. I think from all the countries, all of the countries. I mean, if you're watching a lot of Asian films, that's really interesting to me. I mean, you can just get past all those things that we become so angry about in the media, that the media represents to us. If we see the films, we just understand finally that actually they're just the same as us. They might have a few different kind of cultural differences, but essentially people are all the same everywhere.
Oh, excellent. What were some of the standouts at the Iranian Film Festival? I interviewed the Korean Film Festival last week.
I'll forgive you.
The Iranian Film Festival. What were some of the standouts, and maybe what got most people in to watch?
Well, our opening film, The Last Step, I think, is a really special film. It's actually quite different for an Iranian film. In fact, it's a very European-style film, well, early 60s European-style film. And it's a film that everybody seemed to enjoy. It was based on had a motif from James Joyce's film The Dead. James Joyce's story, The Dead. And I think that was quite special. I mean, it's interesting for people also to see a film that's based on a Western novel. We also had a very interesting session on the last day of documentaries, and we called it Being Persian. It was a 5-hour session, so it was quite a marathon.
Wow.
But everybody who came stayed till the end, which indicates that they found it as interesting as we did in programming it. And it was about different aspects of Persian life. And afterwards we had quite an interesting discussion with the audience about that. So that was really special, I think, as well. But all the films were very different styles and gave a really good overview of what's happening in Iranian cinema today.
Oh, wow. And can we expect you coming back next year?
Oh, I hope so. I think we'll be back at the Powerhouse.
Oh, we hope so too, and I really hope we can actually talk to you again too when that comes up.
That'd be terrific. Thank you.
If anybody wants to have a look up on the internet to find a bit more about Iranian film and to find out a bit about the festival, where can they go and look it up?
Well, our website is www.ifa, IranianFilmFestivalAustralia.net.au. So they can check out our website on that. And, of course, if they happen to be in another part of Australia, that might be happening there, because this weekend we're in Melbourne and Canberra. Next weekend we're in Sydney, and the weekend after we're in Adelaide. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck with the festival, and we really hope it continues. I hope it comes back next year, because I'd like to come along myself and come and see some films.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, we're actually playing Muse tonight. We're in the midst of playing some of the songs from the Second Law album. Have you got a favourite Muse song? It doesn't have to be off this album, just any Muse song that you really like?
Oh...
Putting you on the spot, I know, sorry.
You have put me on the spot. I don't think I could answer that question. No.
Did you hear their song that they did for the Olympics, Survival?
Of course, but well, have you played that already?
No, I'm going to play that very soon.
Put on now? That would be great. Yeah.
we'll play it soon, but I'm actually going to play a song called Panic Station next.
Oh,
but I hope you enjoy it. But once again, good luck with the Iranian Film Festival, and hopefully we can talk to you next year.
Thank you so much.
No worries. See you, Anne.
Good night.
Good night.